Now, on the hiring side, Eddie Bright Jr. is a buddy of mine. He's the global CEO of ApTask, okay? They help do staffing, wide variety of companies all over. He called me and he was like, hey, you're finally saying something that makes sense. I see it all the time with what people want from me when it comes to staffing their workforce. So, Eddie, thank you for being with me. What do people need to know about how real it is that it's not just about a BA anymore?
It isn't. And Chris, as you mentioned, there's over 10 million jobs. Unfortunately, there's two things that are happening. We've got a generation. I always talk about diversity in terms of generations. So let's take the generation like myself that had to go from analog to digital. So we're still trying to catch up. But Generation Z has been a generation that has had technology their entire lives. So what's more sexy, going to work at Google or being a plumber? Going to be a rocket scientist or working at LinkedIn? So that's the first thing. And then because of technology, they've missed a lot of the hands-on skills that they could have gotten. As a matter of fact, we don't even call Generation Z teenagers. We call them screenagers because everything's right there on that screen. So they actually believe that they can be a CEO of a business at 35,000 feet flying on an airplane. So how do we integrate these skills, Mike, that you're talking about back into the mentality? We've done some things at ApTask Global where we've actually gone into the high school. We're literally taking high school graduates and we're training them, number one, to become what we call workforce ready, because that's a big word.
Soft skills.
Exactly. So we set up a program where we had people coming in teaching everything from etiquette to professional protocol, how to greet, how that first 7 seconds, how important that is. So we're sort of moving them into like a corporate mindset, but at the same time, I was on with a large healthcare system today, and the head of talent acquisition said, Eddie, we don't even care if they have a high school diploma. We need talent in healthcare.
How important is it for you guys to drill down on things like work ethic or attitude, or personal responsibility, or delayed gratification, all of that stuff that somehow today it gets like weird and awkward when you talk about it? Because I think some people feel it and perceive it as a slight or a threat. But what's your take on all that?
Mike, it is essential. It's essential. Learning how, now, I'm very fortunate in that I have a little bit of a sports background. So I know how to teach team. I know how to teach that sacrifice. When we started our particular program, which we actually call Gen Z Recruits, we actually took the time to have them come in and see people that started with nothing and actually became successful.
Oh, man.
They didn't brag about their college degrees. They didn't brag about all the money they're making. We had people come in and talk about, I became pregnant when I was 19 years old. I dropped out of college. I got kicked out of the military. I got in trouble for fighting, and I had to turn it around. And these life examples were critical for us. And then we started giving them skills. So I think, as Sarah's even saying, we've got to get into the schools. We've got to get into the schools, and we've got to let them know how sexy it really is. And there are great jobs in construction, in healthcare. There are tremendous jobs that are available.
Are you kidding me? Mike, are you kidding
Mike
me?
keeps choosing new favorite people as we go.
I'm sorry, Sarah. It's a three-way tie.
I think I'm in love with him, too.
I mean, I just wish that were being articulated from sea to shining sea. I wish it were being articulated in every high school.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.